Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Can the ZA Royale Challengers or can X character become A rank, beat the game, become champion, whatever you want to call it. In this one, I'll be playing as Yvon. You saw the rules at the beginning there for like 20 seconds, but I'm gonna go over them anyways. So the team size has to match. In case I wanna give another member some XP as well, they might be in the party, but let's say the trainer has 4 Pokemon, I bring 5 for the XP, but I'm only allowed to use 4. So once 4 are down, I lost. I can only bring 4. Level caps are tied to the next boss's Ace. No items are allowed except for held items. Only 1 Mega per fight, but Yvon doesn't have a Mega Ring, so I won't be able to use any Megas. And then the most important rule, don't stress too much, just enjoy. It's just for fun. It's not supposed to be super stressful, like the Zack run. That one was insane. But yeah, Yvonne's team actually pretty good. I don't understand what her theming is completely. Like, she uses a lot of fairies, but she also has a slow bro and a Trevenant. And her dream is to reach rank A so she can hold a marathon in the city. But you can probably just go to your local authorities and apply for one. It's just like some bureaucracy, but it should be fine. So I don't understand why she has to reach rank A for it. But yeah, we'll find out if she would be able to reach rank A in this episode. Anything else that's important to say in the beginning? I don't think so. So as always, we start the game. We get greeted by Urbane or Tawny. The Punchum steals our bag. Because, you know, it's Paris. There's a lot of rats. There's a lot of piss. And there's a lot of criminals. I choose Tepic in this run. Don't remember why, but I did. So for the Zack fight, while you can capture quite a few species of Pokemon before Zack, Yvonne only uses, out of all the available Pokemon, she only uses Vivillon. So I decided, okay, I'm just gonna I think it's called the Dupes clause, right? Like in this case, there's only so many things I can do. Either I trade the actual team over, I just decide to overlevel a little bit, or I straight up just skip it. Like some people, when they do challenge runs, like they do different stuff from me, but still, when they do challenge runs, if it's kinda like not possible with their rule set, they just decide to straight up skip it. So I decided, she does have a Vivillon, so I will just bring 3... well, I didn't bring 3 Spewpers. I brought 2 Spewpers. One in the matching ball, so that's the one I'm gonna keep. And it's also female. Yeah, 1 Scatterbug and 2 Spewpers. Zack's fight, there's not a lot to say. It's just, you know, a lot of tackles, some poison powder, some protects. Do I do the swap? I do a little swappy swap to Scatterbug. But yeah, again I had to make use of my secret strategy. Like the way you level before Zack. You run back and forth because you're limited to a certain amount of space, and pick up the shiny stuff from the ground because you can actually get XP candies. It's not worth to battle the Pokemon in Zone 1 because they give you like 4 XP and you need a couple of hundreds. So the XP candy is like one. I think extra small gives you 100 per piece, and the small one gives you 800. So it's kind of, it's like a very big jump, right? From 8 XP per defeat or capture to 100 or 800 per candy. So yeah. A lot of with these teams, like the earlier ones, so Yvon and Zac, right? I have to make use of a lot of protect strategies. Sometimes I even swap to dodge a certain move. And a lot of poison powder stalling. I also found out, I think I mentioned it in my Zac video, where I talked a little bit about the combat mechanics in this game. There are certain moves that you can actually dodge with movement. For example, the really slow ones like Thunder or what's it called? Oh, the name escapes me. The really big charge up moves at the end of the day is what I'm talking about. So Thunder, actually it charges up and there's a circle beneath you. Blizzard, that's the one. Blizzard. Blizzard and Thunder. If you are not locked into an attack, you can just run out of it, your Pokemon will follow you, and then you will be able to dodge it without having to protect. But I don't remember if I made use of that during a fight in the recording, or if I just did that in a non-recorded fight. But yeah, the more you know. So you can try that out if you want. Just boot up the game. Fight someone that can use Thunder. I know that Canary uses it in the rematches. So there's that. Like the game has some cool stuff. Anyways, that's Zac done. Which gives us rank Y. And that's actually Yvonne's rank in the game. So I have to figure out how far she can actually get. Boom! First promotion. Come. Here, I show off Best Girl. We get properly introduced to Emma. At this point in the game, you are free to roam wherever you want. The only thing, like there's one caveat, you can't sit on a bench to turn it to night, because the game will tell you like there's no time for that. But after you complete the 3 side missions, then the game is fully open. You can also turn it to night. Which means that I can capture the next 2 party members, Spritzy and Slurpuff. The issue was, Yvonne's level cap is 16 if I remember correctly, right? As you can see, it was a male one, and Yvonne only uses female Pokemon, Swirlix. So I went to every single spot they can spawn in to try and capture them. I did not get... like they didn't spawn below level 17. And then I tried to look it up, but there's not a lot of information about it. So I think this is just how it is, right? I can't get one that's level 14, for example. But I make up for that because I'm pretty much under-leveled for every other fight in this video. So as you can see, Vivillon also under-leveled, level 13. It should be 16 or 15. Let me actually check real quick. Yeah, it should be 16 is the level cap. So you just have to forgive me for this one fight. But I promise after this, I'm always under-leveled. So, second promotion match. Yvonne against Yvonne. Don't worry, girl. I'll make your dream come true. Also, as you know, I try to match the drip. I try to match the Pokeballs. She uses Super Balls. She only has female Pokemon. I try to make it as close as possible to actually playing as her. She leads with Spritzy, I lead with Vivillon. Let's see how this goes. I think actually, I'm not joking, you can solo this fight with a level 16 Vivillon. Let's see. Okay, I go for the Swifter. Tank the Fairy Wind. Go for a Gust. I'm kinda slow, that sucks a little bit. Another Swift takes it out. Okay, next up, she brings out the Swirlix. I protect the Fairy Wind. Go for the Poison Powder, tank the Tackle. Charm, I use Swift. Gust. It's already at half. Unfortunately, I don't have Protect. And then I go down. So if I had a 2-level advantage, I should have been able to deal exactly the amount of damage needed to take out the Swirlix, right? And then I could have given it a Citrus Berry as well. So you can, I'm pretty sure you can solo the fight with a level 16 Vivillon with better stats. But yeah. And also, if I did have a level 16 Spritzy and Swirlix, like this is not a hard fight, okay? So yes, technically, my two Pokemon are over leveled, but I just didn't find them at a lower level. I spent, I think, close to 1 hour just running back and forth and resetting to get the Spritzy and Swirlix to spawn, and then they had to be female, and then I tried to capture them as low as possible. So, yeah. Next up is Javier. But before that, after Yvon, you unlock 2 side quests, and those are tied to the Swirlix and Spritzy evolution. So this girl, you show her a Skidoo, and then you get the sachet, which is for Spritzy. I also show you where the exact location of the side quest is. And this is the guy that gives you the evolution item for the Swirlix to evolve it into a Slurpuff. For this quest, you literally just walk around the corner and that's it. It's just like a cute little funny quest. You don't actually have to battle anything. Or capture anything. You literally just walk around the corner. And that's that. And then I do decide to evolve them before Javi, just so I don't have to do it later. You could say that, okay, maybe you should have waited until, I don't know, like Canary, but you can buy evolution stones in this game straight from the get-go, so I don't think my rules that I usually have apply for this one. Like in Fire Red, for example, I wait until after the 4th gym, but in this game it's whatever. Okay, Javi the Great Schooler. He leads with Venipede. I lead with Vivillon. He does have a rock move, so you gotta be kinda careful. Sometimes he starts with it, sometimes not. This time he does, so I protect it. Go for the Gusta. Boom. Almost kills, but not quite, but the Draining Kiss cleans it up. And I'm nice at full health. He swaps to Kadabra, I swap to Aromatisse. The reason why you saw me kinda wait, if you knock out the Pokemon and you immediately swap, if they have something they consider to be a counter, they will actually go with that. If you wait and then swap, they have like a... They basically go down the slots, right? So first Pokemon, second, third, and fourth. If you just swap immediately, they actually skip the placement and just go for the best counter. It's not that important against Javi, obviously, but for example against Grisham, it can be very important. Because, or let's say Tawny. Because if you just stay in, or you swap immediately, they just bring out the counter, and now you either have to waste a turn or you're basically in a rough position. So it's best to either wait and time it, or well, this only applies to challenge runs anyways. But I like to talk about the mechanics of the game, so yeah. there is strategy involved in this, believe it or not. So since I got the poison off, for example, I wait, right? Why not get the free damage? Why would I just immediately swap in? You could say, okay, that's kinda scummy, because in other games poison doesn't work like that. Well, in other games paralysis is actually good. Sleep is actually good. Sleep is kinda okay in this game. It makes the cooldown way longer. So it can be useful. Maybe I'll have to make use of that in another challenge run. I don't know if anyone makes use of sleep. We'll see. Okay. Next up, Rintaro, the 4th fight. So he has the 3 monkeys, see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. After this fight, I'm actually able to get the next team member, which is Slowpoke. But one thing at a time. Let's see how this goes. I hate this. This looks so condescending, the way he dances in your face. Okay, so Rintaro leads with a Semi-Sage. I decide to lead with Vivillon. He does use Protect a lot. So I bait it out with a Draining Kiss and then go for the effective Gust. I tank the Bite, I go for the Psybeam, tank the Magical Leaf, Draining Kiss, Gust. Yeah, I don't even protect. My Berry pops, now I protect, because it's free and everything else was a cooldown kinda. And the last Draining Kiss takes him out. He brings out the Simisear next. I should just go for a oh, I don't have poison in this fight. I actually swapped it out for the Psybeam. Okay, protect the Flame Wheel, Draining Kiss. And then, did that even connect? Because Draining Kiss is actually, what do you call it? It's a contact move. So it can miss. It can miss. Protect the Flame Wheel again. Now I have a Aromatisse out. Disarming Voice, he protects it. That's kinda unfortunate. But Fairy Wind does also decent enough damage. And yeah, it's basically just rotating through my moves. There's not a lot of strategy here. It's just rotating and trying to protect the big hitters. But yeah, I actually do get burned. That's unfortunate. But it should not make that much of a difference. Like, I should still be able to easily win this. So his last Pokemon is the Simipour. I like his hair. It's a cool design. He protects, and now I just go through my rotation. And then when I have nothing else, I protect. And that's about it. I actually do go down here. Yeah, I do go down. So, now it's last Pokemon against last Pokemon, Slurpuff. I was actually surprised, like Slurpuff is really good. And I like the animations of it and how it looks. It's kinda chubby. But yeah, that's Rintaro done. So I might actually in the future, like for private, like when I just play Pokemon, I might actually start using a Slurpuff. It's pretty good. Okay, so now that we get the next promotion to rank V, we are able, or I am able, to catch a Slowpoke. So I go into Wild Zone 10. It's female. It's at level cap. I use the matching Great Ball. It doesn't work. I use it again. Boom. There you go. Catch it. So next up is Vinny. So Vinny. One of the two nightmares of Zack. Vinny and Canary were Zack's nightmare, if you haven't watched that video. Oh my god, man. That run was so... It was a lot. It was a lot. But this time around it should be way smoother. Because I already know how to beat his Houndoom with Slowpoke. And his Rampa is weak to Fairy, so... Yeah. He leads Houndoom, I lead Slowpoke. I use a C+... what's it called? Water Pulse. Quick Claw activates. I protect the Bite, I move out of the Fire Spin. I C plus the Water Gun. I C plus the Water Pulse. I don't have Protect for the next bite, that's unfortunate. Headbutt takes him out though. Slowpoke did its job. It's still alive, but it did its job. So now I swap to Slurpuff against the Sharpedo, because it is weak against Fairy and Grass. So Energy Ball and a Draining Kiss to heal myself up. Walk out of the Whirlpool. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Banary, you just hit it. Yeah, I protect the Draining Kiss just so it doesn't heal up too much. Then I go through my rotation and it should go down now. Oh, it survives on 1. Okay, now it goes down to the Fairy Wind. I swap to Vivillon because this is his last Pokemon. Let's see how this goes. I still used 3 Pokemon. I hope my past self didn't make a mistake here. Did I make a mistake? No, he does have 4, right? So I am allowed to use 4. Am I blind? I'm blind. Yeah, he has 4 Pokemon. I poisoned it, but it didn't connect because of the safeguard. I tried to sneak it in, basically. Like, I knew he was going for the safeguard, but I tried to sneak it in. Didn't work, unfortunately. I swapped to Slurpuff, Draining Kiss, beautiful damage. Fairy Wind, nice damage. I wait, I protect the Icy Wind, go for the boosted Draining Kiss, and another Fairy Wind should take it out, and it does. Oh yeah, he does have 4 Pokemon, it's just that a lot of the fights have 4 Pokemon, that's why I was confused right here. But yeah, that's Vinny, which is a shortcut for us, because now we jump from rank V straight to... boom, F. Kinda crazy, right? Nepotism, baby. Next up, Canary, the second nightmare of Zack. Also, yes, your favorite VTuber is indeed an old man. I love Tarragon. Stormbolt! Okay, Canary. Very, very... yeah, it is a very tough fight in challenge runs. In a normal playthrough, not so much. In challenge runs, she is actually very scary. She leads with Heliolisk, and I lead with Slowbro. You might be thinking that's kinda iffy. It's not. So, Bulldoze I protect because I thought it's going for Volt Switch. It goes for Volt Switch, but my Quick Claw procs, so my dig immediately activates. Quick Claw in this game, the websites are lying to you. If you Google what Quick Claw does in this game, it says that your speed stat gets boosted, so the cooldown. That's not true. When it procs, your move immediately goes off. So for certain moves it doesn't really matter because they're so quick to activate anyways. But for example, Surf or Dig, especially Dig, has a very long wind-up. Or let's say Thunder or Blizzard, right? They have a very long wind-up. So Quick Claw just makes them very snappy, like boom, they come out immediately. And with Dig specifically, it allows you to dodge a lot of moves in the game. Same with like, you know, Bounce or Dragon Rush, they also like take you out of the battlefield basically, and then you reappear. You can't be targeted. Okay, so against Stunfisk, I just go through my rotation, and the next play rough should take it out. It does. So now her last mon, a Mega Electros. Very, very scary. I didn't check its actual stats in game, but it hits very hard. Let's see. It is a Gen 5 mon and they were very specialized. So in Gen 5 the stats aren't really, you know, in all stats. It's kinda very specific. So I do get the poison off. So now I go for a Protect, a Draining Kiss to try and stay in as long as possible. Unfortunately, Vivillon does go down, so now I let the poison tick down as much as possible before I swap in my Slurpuff. Now it has to come out. Animation plays. I go for the Protect. I should go for a Draining Kiss. I do. That's smart. That allows me actually to stay alive. Play rough. Beautiful. I even dodged it. I even dodged the attack. Okay. So this brings us to rank E, if I remember correctly. Yeah, rank E. And next up is Yvon. But before Yvon, after you beat Jose, which is the girl in the dojo, you unlock a side quest. And also you're allowed to... well, not allowed to. I catch the Phantom, which is the last team member. The Wild Zone opens up. But you unlock a side quest. It's right there, next to Restaurant Le Wow. And you have to beat this woman in a battle. And she uses a lot of draining moves. And as a reward, yeah, it's called Hit and Heal. Good job, past me. Good job including this. It's called a Big Root. And it makes your healing moves or draining moves heal for more. They don't do more, they don't deal more damage, but you heal for more. So I equip it on my what's the evolution called? Fan something. The Ghost Grass type. Really cool design. So Yvon is next. I think I brought 5 Pokemon in this fight, but again, as long as I only use 4, it's fine. I needed the XP, man. And I was still underleveled this whole run. Okay, Yvon, the Fist of Justice. He starts with Heracross. I should actually start with Yvon, but I start with Slowbro. That's not smart. He has Pin Missile. I go for Psychic. Now I have to tank the Pin Missile. It immediately brings me to half. I go for Surf. Unfortunately, it doesn't take him out. My Dick does dodge the Pin Missile, but yeah, it does nothing. I survive on 5 Psychic Connect. Okay, Slowbro did manage to take out Heracross, which is good, but that was very badly played by me. Okay, hopefully I can get off a Psychic. Why did I go for Surf? Oh, because I thought he was gonna protect, but he went... yeah, misplay, big misplay. I thought he was gonna go for protect, but he didn't. He went for Bulk Up. I should have just Psychicked him. What I'm doing here is waiting out his Bulk Up, because it makes it more likely that he'll use it again. He does go for Bulldoze, I go for Moonblast, takes him out immediately. Okay, so he's down 2, I'm down 1. Medicham comes out next. I think it has access to all elemental punches. I go for Draining Kiss to bait out the Protect. And not only did I bait out the Protect, my hit still registered. So that was amazing. He brings out Phalanx. I bring out Trevenant, that's the name. Okay, now let's see if I make a mistake. So Trevenant is my 4th mon now. So I'm not allowed to use... let me check. I'm not allowed to use... No, it's my 3rd mon. It's my 3rd mon. Okay. I have 1 more. 1 is down. I put 2 in battle, that's 3. I'm allowed to use 1 more. Okay, okay. Okay, so 2 down. And I already showed 1. Vivillon is my 4th mon. Okay, sorry for the confusion. So I get off the Poison Powder. And now, I'm not allowed to swap to Slurpuff. I'm not. I have to use Aromatisse. And if Aromatisse goes down, this is a loss. He goes for Iron Head, I protect. Good job by me. Moonblast takes him out. Okay, I didn't mess it up. I didn't mess it up. Oh, the team sizes in this game are whack. Like they're really... It reminds me of Yoto. It's very, very bizarre. Okay, that leads me to rank D. The 8th fight is Corbo. I think he also has 4 Pokemon. Jakinth has 5, right? Yeah, he also has 4, and then Jakinth has 5. Oh my god, man. It's so stupid. Okay, let's see. So, Corbo leads with Arbok. I should lead with Slowbro here, I do indeed. Okay. I start with a Dick, Quick Claw proc, so I don't even have to protect the Toxic. Leech Life does nothing, Psychic takes him out. So here, the reason why I stay in is he brings out Gyarados, right? So I'm just gonna do... I didn't know he had Crunch, that's on me. But I'm just gonna do some shenanigans. I dodged the bounce with the swap. Basically, if I would have swapped to anyone else in my team, he would have brought out, I think it's called, yeah, Roserade. He would have brought out Roserade. I swapped the, I dodged the bounce again. That's why I just stayed in with Slowbro. Because otherwise, I can't speak. Otherwise, Roserade is just gonna destroy a lot of my team. So I get the Psychic off, I tank the Sludge Bomb, it is what it is. The Sludge Bomb is just too dangerous for Fairy types. And it's also dangerous against my Trevenant. Slowbro does kill with Psychic, beautiful. So now I stay in against Scolipede, which is his last mon. Let's see, he goes for his Mega. I'm pretty sure Scolipede does have Protect. And X-Scissor. So very dangerous for half my team. Okay, I wait. The reason is, if I attack, he's gonna protect. That's why I waited out, and then I go for Psychic, but he still uses Protect, so I messed it up. Surf does some damage, good enough for me. I'm down 2. I'm thinking. It can't get poisoned. So I just decide to wait out the Mega Timer. Now I bring out Vivillon. Protect the Gunk Shot. Set up the Hurricane. It protects, it still does damage. Air Slash against Accessor. He's on 1 HP. Giga Drain. Doesn't take it out. Oh! Okay, I have one more Pokemon. Just hit it quick, just hit it quick. I go for the Play Rough, he goes for Earthquake. I connect, I win. Nice. Whew. Close match, actually. I didn't remember it being like that. But to be fair, the level cap at Corbeau is 52 and I was at like 50. But that is rank C. Next up, Jakin, with, in my opinion, the best music in the game. So I will actually be quiet until the battle starts. What a banger, what a banger. She leads with Carbink, I lead with, you already know, Slowbro. I go for the C plus Surf, beautiful damage. But again, I'm not at level cap, so it doesn't do more than half, and it certainly doesn't one-hit KO. Nice Protect, another Surf, Quick Claw procs, takes it down. Now I leave Slowbro in because then she brings out Mawile, which is what I want. I wanted to protect, but you know, it was on CD. So bad play on me. I tanked the Iron Head, Psychic, leaves Mawile on 1 HP. If I just leveled a bit more, that would have been a kill right there, but it is what it is. I go for Dazzling Gleam instead of Protect. The Iron Head would have been very dangerous, but I am... like, my move is just a little bit faster, so I don't take damage. I go for Psychic to get the Protect out of the way, then Moonblast, Blizzard, because it's so slow, I can still protect it. Go for the Dazzling Gleam, tank the Rock Blast, no issues. Psychic, just because it's off CD, and another Moonblast, boom, takes it out. Next up, she's gonna bring out Gardevoir. Gardevoir is kinda annoying for my team, because I don't really have physical attacks, so I just go through the rotation. Yeah, Psychic does nothing. I wait out the Core Mines, and then I bring out Trevenant, but I didn't give Trevenant a Bug move, or Ghost move, but Woodhammer does take out Gardevoir. That's all Trevenant needed to do, honestly. Clefable. I have to get off the poison. This thing is annoying for my team to deal with. So she Megas. She does the Sailor Moon pose. Mega Clefable. I think it's Rock Fairy. No, it's Flying Fairy. I go for the Air Slash, so the Protector's gone. I set up the C+ Poison Powder. I don't even know if the C+ Poison Powder is like toxic. The berry pops, which gives me another turn. Well, by turn I mean I survive longer, right? I wait out the toxic. It's poison, it's not toxic. Why am I saying toxic? But yeah. So Trevenant comes out. I'm just gonna do a Protect against the Mystical Fire. And then a boosted Horn Leech. She protects, but too late. I Giga Drain. Air Slash does take me out though. So now it's last Pokemon against last Pokemon. But as you can see, it's not even gonna happen. She's gonna die to piston damage. So 1, 2, 3. And that's Jakin. So, penultimate fight. Grisham is up next. But before that, we go to rank B. So technically Grisham is the last fight. Like, for this challenge run, right, you could argue that Grisham is the last fight, but I do actually include the Urbane and Tawny fight. Grisham. He's not actually a fire specialized trainer. The girl with him, I can't remember her name. She's actually the specialized fire trainer. I don't know what his theme is. It's very strong Pokemon, but it's a mix of Dragon, Dark, and I wouldn't even say evil, but you know, he uses Malamar, Pangoro, Tyranitar. He uses very strong Pokemon, I guess. Okay, Malamar against Trevenant. I go for the X-Scissor. The most important thing here, what I'm trying to do, is his Hypnosis. Sleep in this game, it makes your cooldown way longer. I need everyone else except Trevenant to be able to use their moves like in a proper rotation. That's why Trevenant, unfortunately, he's kinda a sacrifice. I do decide to swap to Slowbro here. The Surf does wonderful damage. Snarl, I didn't protect for some reason. Psychic leaves it at 1 HP. Oh my god. I should have protected that Snarl. That was very bad by me. But Aromatisse should be able to... Okay, I still get hit. That's unfortunate. Tyranitar. It's weak to Fairy. So, Dazzling Gleam. I should have went for Draining Kiss, but my berry pops. Then I go for Draining Kiss. Moonblast, kinda slow, but it does take out Tyranitar. Next up is Salamence. Please tell me I go for the Draining Kiss, the boosted Draining Kiss. I do go for the boosted Draining Kiss, which allows me to survive. But I quite missed the Moonblast, which is unfortunate. But Slurpuff should be able to play rough. It survives with like 3% HP. It is what it is. I swap to Vivillon against his Charizard. As you can already guess by now, I have to set up the poison. I need to set it up. It's good. What do you want me to say? It's good. Especially in a more real-time game, right? It's not turn-based. So I go for the Poison Powder against his Protect, and it actually connects. It still connects. Air Slash into Air Slash. His was boosted. It does take me out. So now I just wait. I wait. And I wait. Until I bring out the Slurpuff. Just to make sure to be able to take this W. So Charizard still has some HP left. But the animation plays. After that I protect. I go for Play Rough. He protects. So he basically just killed himself. And that's Grisham. And lastly, Urbane. And yes, Yvon actually only has 5 team members. I hope the next one has 6, but you know, it is what it is. So last fight of this video. I can't believe they left the normal music in before you talk to your rival. It's so jarring. Okay, let's see how this one plays out. He's getting hyped up, I'm getting hyped up. Urbane of Team MZ. He leads with Meowstic. I lead with Trevenant. Why? Because his Meowstic is setting up screens, both of them. So I'm trying to kill it before it sets up 1, hopefully, but it doesn't work. But then before it sets up 2, but he survives on 1 HP because I'm not at level cap. So he has both screens. It is what it is. I swap to Aromatisse on his Goodra. And I did equip a Pecha Berry. So the first Toxic, I don't even have to worry about. So I can just hit it with a boosted Moonblast. My Pecha Berry pops. And the next time he tries to go for a Toxic, if he's still alive, I can protect. But since he has both screens up, yep, he can use a Toxic again. I protect it though. So the last Moonblast doesn't take it out. The next Dazzling Gleam should though. There you go. Okay, next up he brings out, I think it's Manectric. Or is it Everlock? It's Everlock. Okay. Everlock against Aromatisse. I go for the Draining Kiss. It actually connects through his Protect. Moonblast. And then... excuse me, Dazzling Gleam. Aromatisse still alive. Now he should bring out the Manectric, right? Meganium. Okay. I should just stop talking. Dazzling Gleam. He sets up a Leech Seed. I actually decide to stay in. I'm not gonna swap just to get rid of the Leech Seed. I would rather just get a lot of damage value. Which should pay out here. So I'm down 1 Mon. He's down 3. I bring out Trevenant. Protect the Dazzling Gleam because that's super effective against me. Axe Scissor doesn't quite take it out. Maybe it's because of the Giga Drain, maybe not, but Shadow Claw does the job. Now comes out the Manectric, right? Yeah, now comes out the Manectric. I don't remember if it has the Fangs, but I think it does. I go for Axe Scissor, he protects it. I protect the Snarl. Shadow Horn Leech against Overheat. I was quicker, so I don't get the heal. But I still managed to beat Manectric before going down. His last Pokemon, I swapped to Vivillon against his Feraligatr. I'm pretty sure his Feraligatr actually doesn't have Protect, but I thought it did. So I'm probably gonna play very slow and cautious here. I might be misremembering though. So he goes for his Mega. I wish I had one, but Yvon doesn't have a Mega Ring. So Bug Buzz, because again I thought he was gonna go for Protect. He doesn't, so I don't get the poison off. So I just decided, okay, it is what it is. Vivillon did still do some chip damage. I'm gonna wait out the Mega for as long as possible. Bring out Trevenant. Maybe go for a Protect and a Horn Leech. I do protect the Breaking Swipe. Go for the Horn Leech. It gives me enough HP to survive the next hit. But then Ice Fang does take me out. But I did some chip. I survived for long enough to get his Mega Timer down. And now, Slurpuff, he's still a dragon, he's still in Mega. So now Slurpuff can still make use of his Fairy weakness. But in case Slurpuff would have went down, right, I still have my Slowbro, who would have been able to just take it out at that point with one Psychic or even a Surf. So beautiful job by my whole team right there. But that's the run. Can Yvonne become rank A? Yes. Can she beat Legends EA? Yes. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Don't get bullied. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Which will be Javi, I think. Javier. Yeah. Bye bye.